It was. Hey, Jimmy, this is Tommy Horry. I'm in courtroom 1B, the power searched, and now my computer will not let me log on the show page, so let me go read it. I did it, and it's still doing the same thing that I did when the power searched. Right now, nothing. Don't even let me go into restart, even 1B. Okay. I just did that. Um, was my computer glitched. I said no because they're waiting on me to start. One B. Okay, I'm good. Thanks. Okay. Okay. Bye.
We're good? Okay. All right, good morning, everyone. I'm Judge Blake Evans. We're here for the domestic violence arraignment docket this morning. We have Mr. Stewart via Zoom, and we have Ms. Woodley in the courtroom. And good morning, and we have Ms. Armfeaster via Zoom. Good morning. All right. We also have Ms. Upson via Zoom. All right. Should we just go down the docket? First case is Christian Abarca, case number 20MM1706 with Ms. Woodley.
Yes, and she has a second case, 20MM1713, with Kyla. So both of these cases I filed asking for a competency evaluation. Me and another public defender have had, or I should say, have tried to have contact with Mr. Abarca. He is not responsive. The little contact that we've been able to have with him, he won't engage with us, denies any mental health diagnosis, even though he was diagnosed with psychosis. He's been evaluated in the past by Dr. Hansen with multiple attempts to engage with him and another public defender. We do feel that he is not able to understand the nature of the charges, so we're asking for an evaluation, and I have an order prepared.
Is he in custody?
He is in custody.
All right. Mr. Stewart, your response?
No objection to him being evaluated.
All right. And have you shown Mr. Stewart the proposed order?
I do not remember, I can't recall. Mr. Stewart, did I email the order to you or not?
I don't remember.
You send it over.
If it's a standard order just to have him evaluated for competency, I don't have an objection to it.
Okay.
It's the same one I used last time.
Okay. All right. And you've got both case numbers on the order?
Both of them are on there.
And I do recall telling Judge McPhee that I would hear the case that was assigned to him as far as the competency evaluation goes. You want to give them about 30 days?
That would be perfect.
Judge, are we keeping the contempt case on your docket, or is it
No,
still-
no, the contempt case will stay with Judge McPhee. We just thought for judicial expediency, it'd be easier to hear the motion on this docket. Why don't we give them till February 19th?
Perfect.
In the case of Judge McPhee, we'll need a new court date on his docket then, because I don't believe it has one.
Tommy, can you look at Judge McPhee's docket and see where we can put his case?
His next dates are February 1st and February 8th. February 1st or February 8th.
Let's go ahead. Actually, I'm going to put in here February 22nd. Is the public defender appointed on the other case also?
We are.
Why don't we just say February 22nd at 10 o'clock for both cases? I'll let Judge McPhee know.
Well, Judge, the other case is assigned to you. It's a criminal domestic violence case.
Right, so I put it on the February 22nd DV docket at 10 o'clock.
Oh, I see. So it's going to stay with you then.
Yeah, let's have because that'll be for review of the competency.
Okay.
And so we'll just put both of them there, and I'll let Judge McPhee know, and then if he wants to set it earlier on his docket, We'll just go with that. Okay. All right, I'll let Judge McPhee know what we've done here. Right, that brings us to John Michael Carrera, 20 mm 2033.
Just really on call in 20M2033. This looks like it's a second arraignment with no information filed.
All right, Mr. Stewart.
Judge, I filed a felony information earlier this week. It doesn't show that it's active yet in the clerk system, so I would imagine it would be probably at some point today. So if we could just roll this to the 25th, domestic violence arraignment, it'll fall off the docket before then.
All right. All right, we'll continue it to the 25th at 9 o'clock. That brings us to Giacomo Lucarelli, case number 21MM1.
On that one, Judge, we need a little more time, so we're asking for the 25th as well.
All right, January 25th at 9 o'clock. We'll skip Perez Juarez for a moment. Did you file an information in that one? 21.
Judge, I filed a notice of no information. It may not have gotten to the clerk yet, so if we could roll that to the 25th, it'll be off the docket probably at some point today.
All right. 21MM10 will continue to January 25th at 9 o'clock. All right, that brings us to Joseph Rocky Petty, 21MM2.
On behalf of Joseph Petty, there is no information filed in this case.
All right, Mr. Stewart.
Judge, that's another one where we're going to probably be filing a felony information. So if we could roll it to the 25th, it should be off the docket by then as well.
All right, January 25th at 9 o'clock. And lastly, for the arraignment docket, we have Oscar Torres Alvarado, 21MM4.
On behalf of Oscar Torres Alvarado, there is no information filed in this case.
All right, Mr. Stewart.
On that one, Judge, we need a little more time. We're still obtaining some evidence on that one, so I'd ask for the 25th, and we'll have a decision by then.
All right, January 25th at 9 o'clock for that one also. All right, I believe that completes the arraignment docket. All right, are there any cases that we can address on the 10 o'clock docket?
Yes, I can address my cases on the 10 a.m.
All right, go ahead.
The first one, Candido Cruz Rios, 20MM 1182. We are ready for trial. We have input for a status sheet.
Okay, hang on. What's the name?
It's Candido, Candido.
That's the last name?
Cruz space Rios.
What's the case number?
20MM 1182.
Okay, I've got it. Thank you.
It's on a February 2nd trial.
All right, state ready for trial the week of February 2nd.
Yes, Judge.
All right, let's set it for calendar call on February 1st at 9 a.m. and trial February 2nd. Is that person in custody?
They are in custody.
All right. So in custody, if we have trials, in custody, oldest case in custody will go first. Once we go through the in custodies, then oldest case out of custody.
And he's been in for 5 months.
Okay. Okay.
So next would be Jose Gonzalez Sanchez in case number 19MM1997. If I can get a continuance, me and Mr. Stewart have worked out an arrangement where we're just going to continue this out until he's done with it. He has 4 weeks done so far. He has not missed a class. And in this situation, he signed up in diversion, did the wrong class because of he wasn't explained properly diversion. And he did the wrong classes. He did a substance abuse evaluation, he did different classes, and now he's finding the appropriate one, and he's 4 weeks in.
Okay. Any objection to a continuance?
No objection.
All right, February 22nd at 10 a.m.
And that is all the cases I have. The rest are with Ms. Armpriester.
Okay. All right, thank you, Ms. Woodley.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, you too. Good morning, Ms. Armpriester. Are there any cases on the 10 o'clock docket that we can address?
I'm sure there are, Judge. I'm pulling up my spreadsheet now.
I will let you know we do have one person on the 10 o'clock docket who's unrepresented. So I will need you or Ms. Woodley at 10 o'clock.
No problem, Judge. Your Honor, as it relates to Mr. Arturo Jose Martinez, I'd like to enter a plea of not guilty. I have filed a motion to reduce bond. Judge Crown set his bond at $20,000. I wanted to have that heard today, but I didn't hear back from Ms. Romanelli, so I'm in the process of scheduling that hearing now. He is in custody, obviously.
All right, so are you requesting a continuance?
Yes, Judge, if we could continue him to a pretrial, and then I'll work out the ROR with your judicial assistant, Mr. Stewart.
All right, and I do have first appearances next week, so if we want to set that on a 2:15 docket,
Great.
since he's in custody, we might want to do that.
Okay, I will handle that with support staff. That's a good idea. I'll set it for a day. I'm covering first appearance.
All right, any objection to a continuance, Mr. Stewart?
Oh, Your Honor.
All right, February 22nd at 10 a.m. For the record, I'm not sure we said the case number 20NM1994.
Yes, Your Honor. And then next is Joshua Morris. Your Honor, he's also in custody. I believe he has a pending felony in Lee County with a VOP. If we could have a continuance on this as well. There was, Mr. Stewart, I'm not sure if you caught it on your end, but there was an issue with one of his aliases in the IGES directory. So I was able to link it to his Lee VOP. He's getting an attorney appointed on that case very soon.
All right, for the record, that's 20MM1819. Any objection to a continuance?
No, Judge.
All right, February 22nd at 10 a.m.
Your Honor, I believe Mr. Zeigenfuss is going to be joining us via Zoom. I was able to make contact with him and get some paperwork from him, but we probably should wait until the 10 a.m.
Okay, that's fine. We'll recall his cases. All right, and I believe that's probably all we can cover on the 10 o'clock docket for now.
Okay, I will log back on at 10 o'clock.
All right, court will be in recess until 10 o'clock. Thank you, Mr. Stewart. Thank you, Ms. Armpriester.
All right, court is now recessed.
All right, good morning again, everyone. Judge
Morning,
Blake.
Jen.
Good morning. We're back on the domestic violence criminal docket. We have Mr. Stewart from the state. We have Ms. Armpriester from the Public Defender's Office. All right, let me go to Ms. Fish. Good morning.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
We have Dennis Tiroli. I'm not sure if he's present, but he had been
no,
called.
I have no defendants in the courtroom.
Okay, all right. Excuse me. Your Honor, I filed a motion to reinstate the bond. I need to speak with a defendant regarding whether or not we want to go ahead and take a plea. So I've been negotiating with the state, and I think we've come to an agreement, unless I can make an argument now for reinstatement of his bond.
Well, I don't believe that's set for hearing today, Mr. Stewart.
Judge, I was just made aware of the filing of the motion last night. Obviously, given the nature of the motion, the victim would have a right to be heard. So I don't think we can address it today. If the case is going to resolve, we could either set it this afternoon at 2:15 or next week on a 2:15 docket for a plea.
Okay, he's in custody, Ms. Fish.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I do have 24s next week, so if we want to set it on a 2:15 docket next week to either hear the motion to reinstate the bond or for a plea, we could do that if you'll just get with my judicial assistant.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, in the meantime, should we continue this to the next pretrial conference?
Yes.
Any objection?
No, Judge.
All right, we'll go to February 22nd at 10 o'clock. Any other cases, Ms. Fish?
No, Your Honor. Thank you. Have
All
a
right,
good day.
thank you.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right, let me go to Ms. Upson.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
I have Dave Circo, 20 mm 1723 and 20 mm 1311.
Okay.
He is being held on no bond on the 20 mm 1723, and there is no plea offer from the state at this time. We would like to schedule it for a plea to the court. And I do anticipate that that would take a couple of hours because I anticipate calling witnesses, and my guess is that Mr. Stewart will also have witnesses.
Okay. All right. Do we want to continue that to the next pretrial conference so that you can coordinate a date for that plea hearing with my judicial assistant in the state?
Yes, Your Honor, that's fine. And I can get with your Jay today. Mr. Stewart, how long do you anticipate needing to be ready?
Optimistically, hopefully just 2 hours.
Okay. No, I just meant if I can get some hearing time next week, are you ready to go?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Okay, great.
All right. Next week may be difficult, but I'll work with.
Hopefully we could do it in less than 2 hours if we can keep everybody keep our respective witnesses on a short leash.
I would not take a full hour. So if you and I agree to limit our witnesses, and I think we can.
Agreed.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Ms. Upson, if you'll send that request to Julianne, and then I'll get with Julianne to discuss maybe a potential date for that.
Yes, Ron. Thank you.
All right. All right. We'll go ahead and continue it to February 22nd at 10 o'clock for now.
Thank you, Ron.
All right.
Oh, Judge, I'm also covering for Mr. Miller.
Okay.
He has Constantine Haralambas, 20 mm 1617.
Okay.
And he'd like to set this for trial.
All right. State ready for the week of February 2nd?
Yes, Judge.
All right, so we'll set it for calendar call for February 1st and trial February 2nd.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ms. Upson. All right, let's go to Ms. Roger.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Your Honor, I have Brady Marvel on the docket.
All right, case number 20MM1058.
Yes, Your Honor. Your assistant had given me a date of February 22nd at 9 for a plea to the bench.
Okay. How long do you anticipate that to be?
15 minutes.
Mr. Stewart?
Probably 15 minutes from the state.
Okay. All right. That will probably work then on February 22nd at 9 o'clock. Typically, the arraignment docket doesn't take very long. All right, let's set it for February 22nd at 9 o'clock for plea to the bench.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Roger. Have a good day.
You too. Thanks.
Thank you. All right, let me go to Mr. Levy.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
I have one case in the docket, Anthony Tomei. That's on page 4 of 9, case number 2020 MM1569. Judge, the state has offered diversion in this case. We have a sign-up date on Tuesday the 19th, I believe at 3 p.m. We would just be requesting a control date, maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks out, whatever the state and court's preference is.
All right, we want to set it on, Mr. Stewart, I'll let you decide on this one. You want to set it on the status date for January 29th, or do you just want to just keep it on the EV pretrial?
Probably easiest to keep it on a pretrial.
Okay. All right, February 22nd at 10 o'clock then.
Thank you, Your Honor. We don't have any other cases. Appreciate it.
All right, thank you, Mr. Levy. Have a good day.
You as well. Bye.
Thank you.
Sir, hello, hello.
Hello? Mr. Burrow, if you
Yes,
can
sir.
unmute your microphone for now.
Oh.
All right, let me go to Mr. Pinella.
Morning, Your Honor. This is Mike Pinella. I have one case on your docket. It's Pablo Veronica Chino, 2020 MM1508.
Okay.
Your Honor, I have some new information that I came across that I wanted to share with the state. It's a witness, and they provided me with an affidavit, and I haven't been able to provide that yet. I would ask to continue this one more time at least, so I can have an opportunity to talk to the state about this.
All right. Mr. Stewart, any objection?
No objection.
All right, we'll continue it to February 22nd at 10 o'clock. Thank you, Mr. Pinella.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have. Have a good day.
All right, have a good day. All right, let me go to Ms. Cortez.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. It's Rebecca Cortez. Hello?
Yes, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Thank you. This is Rebecca Cortez. I represent Andrew Chapa, 20 MM 1663.
Okay, go
And
ahead.
I would like it, if Your Honor wouldn't mind, or the state wouldn't mind, I'd like the next plea date. If it's like the beginning of February, I think you mentioned like a February 1st or 2nd.
Well, is he in custody?
Yes, he is, Your Honor.
All right, we could set it on a 2:15 docket one day next week. I have first appearance court next week.
Okay, what day would we do that?
What day would you be available?
I would be available on at 2:30, except on January 20th. But the rest of the days I'm fine for 2:30.
January 20th, you said?
That's fine, Your Honor.
Any objection, Mr. Stewart?
I'm sorry, did she say January 20th was the day she couldn't do it or the day she could do it?
What time is it at? In the afternoon at 2?
It's after 24, so it'd be sometime after 2:30.
All right, I have a Punta Gorda at 2, but I can either take that. I don't mean to be difficult. I just want to make sure. Do you have anything on the 21st?
Yes, that would work, Mr. Stewart.
Yes, please.
That works for this date.
All right, let's set it for 2:15 on January 21st for a plea.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Ms. Cortez, and you're able to appear in person if you wish for that.
Yes, sir, I will do that. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
All right, let me go to Ms. Armpriester.
Yes, Your Honor. I have on this docket Mr. Zeigenfuss.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that's the person labeled Jake Burrow or if that's someone else on the docket.
No, Mr. Burrow has his own case.
Understood. Judge, I did speak with Mr. Zeigenfuss, 072429mm and 073256mm. Judge, this was marked as a mandatory appearance for him, even if he could appear via Zoom. He had previously been ill with COVID. I did send to your, no, I'm sorry. I don't have a document with his name on it. The screenshot cut it off, so I haven't sent it to Mr. Stewart or to Ms. Romanelli, just because I knew that it would have to have his name on it. He lives in Las Vegas. He just finished probation there, which explains why he's not in Florida. I did give him the Zoom codes. I told him that he needed to appear via Zoom. That's the only representations that I am able to make to the court this morning. He was ill. He has been in touch with me since I explained that the court made this a mandatory appearance. He's been in touch with me about every 2 days.
All right. Are you making any requests at this time?
That you not issue a bench warrant and that you, even if we are set for a future date, but being that he lives in Las Vegas and he had to live there for purposes of probation and the pandemic, he's just not able to, he wasn't able to get here by this date with the time frame that was given to him. Why he's not on the Zoom, I'm not sure. I sent him the codes.
Are you requesting a continuance?
Yes.
Mr.
And
Stewart?
no warrant.
Judge, I am going to request a bench warrant at this time, just based on the fact that this was a mandatory appearance today, and he's previously been set for mandatory appearances before the court. And I believe last time we were here, it was the same thing. He was supposedly sick. I think these are old cases at this point. I just asked for a bench warrant.
And Judge, just, I do know these are 07 cases, and while they pled in late 2017, I do understand that the cases are old. They just pled late.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and issue a bench warrant in both cases. Any comments on bond, Mr. Stewart?
No, Judge, I'll defer to the court as to the bond.
Judge, I would ask for an ROR attached to the warrant.
I guess I would ask for an amount.
Does probation wish to be heard on this?
No, Your Honor, I think Mr. Stewart has done very well.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Bench warrant in both cases, $2,000 bond on each case. All right. And Ms. Armpriester, if you could just hang with us here for a moment while I go to Mr. Burrow. Mr. Burrow, are you still with us?
Yes, sir. I'm here. Hold on. Okay.
Okay. All All right, this is case number 20MM1494. And Mr. Verreau, you're here on a charge of battery. That's a first-degree misdemeanor. It's punishable by a maximum sentence of 1 year in the county jail. Do you understand that you have the right to an attorney, and if you cannot afford to hire one, I would appoint one to represent you?
Yes, sir. I have, there was a conflict of interest with the attorney that was supposed to represent me before. So I have Jose Nunez representing me. He's sending me over the waiver and all the paperwork via email. I'm going to fill it out and sign it. So I would just like to ask for a continuance so I could have Jose with me. I spoke with him this morning. He just is sending over the paperwork. He told me to come go through the Zoom chat today and tell you guys that he will be representing me because there's a conflict with the other attorney that I was hiring with Derek. So
All right. Mr. Stewart, any objection to a continuance?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Verreau, we're going to continue your case to February 22nd at 10 o'clock. Make sure you get that paperwork back to Mr. Nunez so he can appear on your behalf at that date, okay?
yes, thank you.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
Thanks.
All right, I believe that concludes the docket. Anything else to come before the court today?
No, Judge.
All right, thank you, Ms. Armpriester. Thank you, Mr. Stewart. Have a good day and a nice long weekend.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Judge.
All right, thank you.
Call that some FBI guy was on and press could call into that number and listen to what he had to say. That's it.